probably thinking, what's going on? Why is he just walking down the road? Well, I'm trying to figure some things out. And I'd figure I'd voice my thoughts into a camera. This is going to be a probably horrible looking video, so this is more for audio. So close your eyes, just sit back and listen. So I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with the videos that I'm making as far as just putting myself out there, because it is intimidating. If you never posted a video online, especially trying to do one every day, it's a little daunting. It's a little like you think, am I going to screw up? Am I going to say something that's going to upset friends and family? Am I going to say something that pisses off the world? Am I going to have one that goes viral and next thing you know, I have unwanted attention on me? So yeah, there's a lot to think about when you make these videos. But I do want to talk about the future of what the channel may become. I do a lot of studying of ancient archaeology, basically where did we come from, genetics, and because of the fields that I study, it's kind of branched into other things, and like to study the Romans and the Mesopotamians and going all the way back as far as the Anunnaki and the Sumerians. You have to study religion, because the religion is the most accurate history we have. All them stories about these grand feats, these mythological beasts of Greece, the gods and sea monsters of Norse mythology, the snakes and perils that came from the ground in the Aborigine folklore, the unique drawings and some of the pictographs of the Hopi Indians. You got to study religion for that. Well, maybe not the Hopi Indians. They were just pure spiritual. But I study a lot of different things, and after I get rid of all this stuff, after I sell everything, one of the things I want to do is kind of put some of the things that I've learned out on to the internet. There's already a lot of stuff out there, but the way the stories are being told on the internet is more for views and clout and how can I monetize it and everything else. I don't give a shit about money from YouTube. I don't care whether someone likes me or don't like me. I really don't give a shit. If you like me, fine. If you don't, fine. It does not affect my life at all. I did not realize how loud the traffic was going to be. So basically it's about, I think, 9 o'clock at night. I had to run home because the landscaping guy was supposed to come by and cut my grass. Well, he didn't show up. He said, it got dark too quick. So I looked at the thing on Google. Walmart closes at 11. And all I got to pick up is some little hooks for the jewelry and some weed eater string. I'm going to cut the grass tomorrow. Just weed eat around some things. So I figured, what the hell, I'm going to walk. Plus, whenever I leave Walmart, I'm probably going to stop by Wawa and pick up a sandwich. They got great damn hamburgers if you haven't been to Wawa. They're surprisingly good. But anyways, back to the future of the channel. So, what I would like to do is, one, try to help people. Try to educate people. Let me back up. Let me not educate, because that's not my purpose in life or my position, but I'd like to put information out there so that people can see a multitude of different sides. Whenever I do get into some of the rants, I'm going to try to play both sides. In other words, I'm going to try being the person for the argument and why against it, and I'm going to try to make it as fair as possible. That's one of the main reasons why I named this, or why I have the moniker of the hippie capitalist. Because normally that's an oxymoron. You know, hippies hate capitalism and capitalism hates hippies. They don't mesh. But I think they kind of do if you look at it in a certain way. In other words, right now the government is saying we got to save the planet because of global warming, because of the plastic, because of oil, because of trees, because of all this stuff. But the oil companies, they don't want to cause any kind of problems. One, it costs them money. Okay, they're not purposely trying to say, let's ruin the world. Okay, we need oil, period. If you say, oh, well, you know, let's get electric cars. Electricity comes from oil, comes from, you know, hydroelectric dams. It comes from petroleum. It comes from natural gas. So to cut off a big supply of that, your electric bills are going to go up. Okay? You say, oh, well, you know, everybody's cutting down trees. You can Google this for yourself. But 80% of the trees in the world are planted by the people cutting down trees, because they don't want to go and strip something and then not have something for later. So they replant trees. It may not be exactly 80%, but it's a damn high number. Oh, that's a lot of traffic. So, you know, there's a lot of misconceptions about, you know, these big corporations, and I am not a fan of big corporations. I'm a fan of the free market and an equal playing field with clear and defined rules. And that's where the government comes into play, is they pick and choose on who can follow the rules. You know, if you're a conservative, you go to jail for 20 years for having a roach in your car, which is a little piece of a joint. You know, but if you have a Biden sticker, oh, don't worry about it, nothing happens. So, you know, and that's just a bias that is my truth. Now, that bias may not be, you know, across the board for everybody, but for what I see, that's what I see happening, at least, you know, on my part. What's going on, man? Holy sweet Jesus. So, give me a second. Let me get out of the way. All right. And I apologize for the background noise. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be this busy. But, where was I? Oh, God. Maybe I should film this race going on here. So, and let's talk about the truth for a second. Everybody has their own truth. Whether it's correct or not, you know, that's one thing, but everybody believes what they believe because of the life lessons that they've experienced, the teachers that taught them, the family that has guided them. So everybody has their truth. Now, until you take the time to get out of your comfort zone and learn both sides, you're going to be part of this quote-unquote woke nation to where they're 100% right no matter what, and they refuse to listen to the other side. And that, by very definition, means they're not woke. So, and I'm jumping around a lot on this. I'm kind of making sure I don't get hit by a car. Oh, and that one lake that, you know, well, never mind. I'm not going to say nothing about that. I'm going to leave it alone. But anyways, there's a lot of things, and I am a conservative person, but I do not agree with every single conservative idea. Like, for instance, the free market, okay? If you have a true free market, not one that's backed by government, not one that's backed by countries from overseas, but you had a true free market saying, okay, you start a business, you do what you want to do, okay? If you want to bake cakes, if you want to clean houses, if you want to, put roofs on house, or if you want to open up a racially charged daycare to create mini Hitlers, I think all that's right. Not the fact that it should be done, but the idea of it. And the reason I say that is let the free market decide what it wants to do. So most of the people in America do not want a daycare center with mini Hitlers. So they're going to go out, they're not going to participate in that market, which means that market will die. That is the free market. If you have doctors going out there and you got good ones and bad ones, the bad ones will go out of business because nobody wants to go to a bad doctor. That's the free market. But when you have, a crony... Wow, it's loud. I apologize. If you have this crony capitalism or this, all these businesses that are propped up by silent partners behind the scenes, that's when you start having problems with the free market, because the people are no longer making the choice of who stays in business and who doesn't. So that's what I believe. As far as I believe in a true free market, an equal and level playing ground for people to do work. And the Democrats and the Republicans have made it very clear that they don't want that. They want bought and paid for people that will listen to them, and then they are bought and paid for themselves to do favors to people that give them money to get in office, both Republican and Democrat. So that's kind of where I stand as far as conservatism. And I'm a big proponent on saving this planet. It's the only one we got. Like me personally, you saw the trash video. I do everything I can to recycle and throw away trash properly. Whenever I have oil, I put it in a can and take it up to the place. Most people dump it out in the woods or, put it in a trash bag and throw it away, So, but all I do is I try the best I can. There's a truck here doing a U-turn. I want to make sure he didn't hit me. But yeah, some of the things I'd like to see the channel turn into is an equal playing ground for everybody to participate in opinions and ideas. Just talked with another YouTuber. He has a podcast. So I'm going to get with him, and I explained to him, I was like, hey, I ain't going to hold back. I ain't going to hold no punches. I was like, if we disagree, we disagree. If we agree, we agree. But I just, just letting you know, I'm not going to be nice or mean. I kind of told him, I was like, but he said he knew who I was, and, he knows about me in the past. It's a guy I know from a while ago. But we'll see what happens. And there's a couple people that I would like to bring into the mix as far as, bringing them on the channel and see what happens there. I don't know. I kind of want to travel. Like, I'm definitely going to travel in the United States. But with the uniqueness of the current situations going on around the world, don't really know if I want to get involved in going to other countries yet. Because I'm one of them people that I will get involved in the wrong... I would be put in a position where I'm near the wrong stuff. It always seems to happen that way. I'm the one who always sees the crazy in the world, and it tends to happen around me. All right. Let me see if I can walk through the parking lot without getting killed. I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, something else I want to do is not really, I don't really want to get into being the news or talking about the news. But there's like a lot of things that happen in the world that you don't ever hear about on the news. I have a couple people that are really on top of things, and, I get information from them. But the stuff that's going on in Johannesburg, where all these stores are getting torn down and burnt down, and you got the flooding in West Germany, flooding in China. There's people that have their entire lives uprooted And the only thing you hear over here is get a vaccine or quit your damn job. That's my personal opinion. I say quit your job. There's many places begging for employees. You know, if you're a nurse and you know, most of the medical people know that the vaccine is good for those who want it, but there's also a lot of things that are still left up in the air, and no political figure and no influencer has shown me that it's 100% safe. I'm not saying it is either way. I'm just saying no one has shown it to me, and I've been looking. So, but that, if you want to get it, go get it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. But don't stop learning about it. Just keep informed. If they came out with a study, say, hey, everything's safe. We checked it out. All these concerns have been, here's the study that says they're no longer valid. I'll change my mind. But no one has done that yet, that I've seen. And if you have information, send it to me. But yeah, I really don't want to get into talking about the vaccine. That's a personal thing between you and your doctor and your family. That's not too bad. About a 17 minute walk from my house to Walmart. So it's quicker than walking to my shop. Oh, something I do want to do. I got a friend of mine, he ordered some windows, and I told him I'd help him put it in. It'll only take a couple days just getting it swapped out. So once I get done with that, it's going to be a little bit for, but I want to have 1 month no vehicle. So all I do is walk around and just try to see how much money you can make and what can you do without a vehicle. So I think it'd be fun to try it out. Oh, so whenever I go in, hopefully they don't do the mind wipe thing on me, but I need some little hooks and some weed eater string. I think that's it. But yeah, that's, like I said, I want to get some information out there, and I want to show you my truths. And again, my personal beliefs are that of me, because of the situations that I've been in, and the people that have guided me through my life and the things that I've hunted for. That's why I say it's my truth. If you have a different situation, a different life, then you'll have a different truth than me. But anyways, peace, love, money. I'm out.